Today we are going to perform the practicals of biochemistry and clinical pathology. The subject code is 0808. As we all of you discussed in the theory, what is biochemistry and what is clinical pathology. Okay. We have covered the first practical, that is the introduction of biochemistry and clinical pathology laboratory. Now we will start our experiment number 2. To identify the given sample of carbohydrates. Okay. So first, all of you know about the carbohydrate means what. As we discussed in the theory, what do you mean by carbohydrates? So carbohydrates, these are the organic compounds which contains the polyhydroxyaldehyde and polyhydroxy ketone groups in their structures. ओके. पॉलीहायड्रॉक्सी कार्बोहायड्रेट्स हे कंपाउंड जे आहेत ते ऑर्गॅनिक कंपाउंड्स असतात. त्याच्यामध्ये पॉलीहायड्रॉक्सी अल्डिहाइड आणि पॉलीहायड्रॉक्सी कीटोन ग्रुप्स हा प्रेझेंट असतो. सो हाऊ टू आयडेंटिफाय दीज कार्बोहायड्रेट्स ओके इन द प्रॅक्टिकल्स. ॲज वी already discussed, there are different kinds of or different types of carbohydrates like monosaccharides, disaccharides, polysaccharides. Okay. Then examples of the monosaccharides like glucose and fructose are the monosaccharide, lactose, maltose and
okay.
There are two examples of monosaccharides, lactose, glucose and fructose, disaccharides, sucrose, then maltose and lactose. These are the disaccharides, and only one example is from the polysaccharide, that is a starch. So let's see how to identify these carbohydrate samples by performing the different qualitative tests. Okay, so let's start with the practical. There are different identification tests to identify these carbohydrate samples. So first general test to identify the carbohydrate is the Molish test. Okay. So Molish test is the general test to identify any carbohydrate samples. So this is the first test. First test we have to perform. Then we have to take the samples. Okay. Then dissolve it into the 20 ml distilled water and then check the solubility. If your product or your sample is insoluble in water, that means your sample is polysaccharide, that is starch. And if the sample is soluble in the water, then we have to perform Fehling's, Thomas and Benedict test. It means your sample is from the monosaccharide or the disaccharide. Okay. If Fehling's, Thomas and Benedict test gives the color, in these three tests their color develop, then we have to perform the Barfoed test. Okay. And if there is no color developed in these three tests, that means your sample is sucrose. Okay. Then we have to perform the CT for sucrose. Okay. And when the color develop in these three tests, then we go for the Barfoed test. Barfoed test is the distinguished test to monosaccharide and disaccharide. If your sample is monosaccharide or a disaccharide, that will be detected by the Barfoed test. If there is a red color developed in this test, that means your sample is monosaccharide. Then we have to perform Selivanov test and rapid Furfural test. Okay. And if in these two tests color develop, your sample is fructose. And if no color develop, means your sample is glucose. Okay. So this is about the monosaccharides. And in case of Barfoed test, if there is no color developed, then we have to perform the Osazone test. Okay. Osazone test, it's a time consuming test and it's require the very much time to perform this test. And in this test, if the sample is reacted with your phenylhydrazine hydrochloride, they will form the different crystals, yellowish color crystals, and when we see that crystals under the microscope, and if the shape of the crystals is needle shape like, then the glucose sample is present. If the powder puff like crystals observed under the microscope, then your sample is lactose. And if the sample showing the sunflower shape सारखे petals जर त्या शेपवर ऑब्झर्व झाले under microscope, then your sample is maltose. So these are the different qualitative tests to identify the carbohydrates. After performing all these tests, we have to confirm sample. So there are different confirmatory tests also there that we will see individually when we perform the each samples. Okay. So let's start with the today's practical, that is to identify the given sample of carbohydrate. This is today's sample of carbohydrate. Okay. We have to dissolve into the 20 ml of distilled water and then we will perform the next test. Okay. For today's practical, we require the different glasswares and apparatus and different chemicals. So first is the test tube stand. Okay. Then different 2-3 test tubes, test tube holder, brush for cleaning, for measuring the liquids or the chemicals we require the measuring cylinder, for the sample we require the beaker, and different chemicals for today's practical we require. Okay. So first step, we'll dissolve the sample, given unknown sample of the carbohydrate into 20 ml of the distilled water. Start. Here we dissolve the unknown sample of carbohydrate into 20 ml of distilled water. This sample is insoluble in the water. Okay. This sample is not soluble. We are not getting the clear solution of the sample. So this is insoluble sample. So on the basis of our concept chart, the given sample of today's is insoluble in water. That means it is a polysaccharide. So we'll identify. First we'll perform the Molish test and then we'll see which polysaccharide sample is present in this sample. So we'll perform the first test, that is a Molish test. It's a general test to identify the carbohydrate. Okay. So take the given sample of carbohydrate 2 ml in the measuring cylinder and then pour into the test tube. Next, we'll add the 2 ml concentrated H2SO4 from the side of the test tube slowly. In this step, there is a reaction between the carbohydrate sample and the H2SO4 where the furfuryl compound is formed, which then react with the Molish reagent. Okay, Molish reagent, it's a 5% alpha naphthol solution in the alcohol. So we'll add the 5 drops of the Molish reagent. In this test, there is a ring formation between the junction of two liquids. Okay, this confirms that your sample is carbohydrate. Okay, here we confirm that the given sample is carbohydrate. Okay, there is a formation of violet color ring at the junction of two liquids. Okay, so as we have seen, our sample is insoluble in water, and as per the concept chart, we will perform the test on the polysaccharides, that is given in the number 10, that is a iodine test. Okay, so next test we will perform the iodine test as per the procedure. So we will perform the iodine test on the given sample. So take 2 ml of the given sample in the test tube, then add 2 drops of N/50 iodine solution. Only 2 drops we have to add, and then observe the color of the solution. The color of the solution becomes blue violet color, okay, and it indicates that the given sample is starch, okay. So now this is the first test for the confirmation of the starch. Then this sample, okay, this sample we have to heat, okay, give the warm heating, then the color of the solution gets disappear, means again we'll confirm that the given sample is starch, okay. So we'll heat this sample on the burner. The above sample containing the carbohydrate and the iodine, it gives the violet blue color and it indicates that the starch is present, okay. This solution again we have to warm on the burner, and the color of the solution gets disappear and it indicates that the given sample is starch, okay. On the warm heating, the sample color disappears. So this will changes the color, okay, from blue violet color disappears to colorless, okay. This indicates that the starch is present, okay. We'll first on cooling, okay, same solution on cooling gives the reappear the colors, okay. When we keep it for cooling, then the color of blue violet color again reappears. So this again shows that the given sample is starch. So we'll perform the D-test, okay. In that, take the 2 ml of the carbohydrate sample, then add 5% of NaOH solution, okay, 1 ml. Then add 2 drops of the N/50 iodine solution. Okay. As per observation table given in the manual, there is no formation of the blue color in this test. So this indicates the given sample is starch. Okay. The C test, okay, we warm the solution, okay, in that after cooling the color gets reappears, blue violet color gets reappears. So this also indicates the given sample is starch. So here we concluded that today's given sample of carbohydrate is starch, that is a polysaccharide. So here we finished our today's practical.